Hey, it's me, Tammy B, and this is my review for American Horror Story. All right, you guys. So this is American Horror Story season 6, episode 4. Well, they call it chapter 4. And like I told you, I don't know. I feel like since 6 is the number of man, like maybe this is why it's such a. I feel like it's a. Well, that sounds dumb to say it's a man-made episode, but it's actually about people. All of them had people in it, but I don't know. I kind of lost my train of thought of what I was going to say, because Hotel kind of had ghosts and people too, but I don't know. It just seems like this one is surrounded by a couple, like just living people. They're like more so the prominent characters. I mean, although the dead people have prominent characters too, it just seems like, I don't know, that's why they went with a story about like a man and his family. I don't know. And on one hand, I kind of feel like this was a filler episode, but there was a few things that happened. So let's just see. So Matt and Shelby, you guys. All right. So last week we know Matt had did it with Lady Gaga in the woods, but he don't remember. Now I was saying last week that okay, Shelby should have known that wasn't her real boo or whatever. But you know, I get it. Men make up a bunch of excuses all the time when they do get caught cheating for real anyway. So Shelby not having it, y'all. She cussing. I can't believe you was in the woods with that woman. I saw you having sex with her. Da 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 da. And she is irate. Mind you, because I know that Matt really wasn't having sex with her, I'm on Matt's side right here, right? But y'all, soon as Matt was like, I don't remember, it's like a part of my brain was carved out, I would have went crazy, because that to me sound fake for real. Like, I think in my head I would have just got over it if you said, oh, it wasn't me, and in my head I kept thinking like, yeah, this place is haunted, maybe it wasn't him, and left it alone. But for you to be like, I don't remember a part carved out of my brain. That sounds like some straight game, don't it? Like, a piece of my brain was carved out. I don't remember having sex with no side chick. I would have been like, psh, boy, bye. Go back to the woods with old girl, because, please, that excuse wouldn't have worked. So, I don't know. He all broke down crying, and I guess that worked for her, because she was like, oh, I think he's not culpable. And I had to rewind that look 2 times to see what she was saying. But I guess she was saying culpable. Like, I guess, you know, not guilty. I guess he's not guilty, not culpable. But I was like, girl, I don't know. That little crying move. I don't know. I guess maybe when they cry, you think, oh, man, a lot of men don't cry all the time. So maybe he is telling the truth. But I don't know. It was something about that line that wouldn't have worked on me. So anyway, y'all, guess who popped up? The owner of the house. What was his name again? Elias. So Elias popped up, and once again, people always popping up in their house. They looked at him like, who are you and what do you want? And they were like, oh, you the man from the video. I can't believe you in the house. So some ghosts came when Elias came, and all he had to do was say Croatoan, and the ghost disappeared. So Shelby was like, oh my God, I heard that word before. What does it mean? Croatoan. I don't know, y'all. Once again, like, I just kind of faded in and out. There was a meaning behind it. I don't know, but whatever. Croatoan makes them go away sometimes. So basically, the doctor let them know, hey, they've been killing people since the 1700s. They flashed back to an Asian family who owned the house. I guess that was the first family that ever got killed there. They was trying to Americanize themselves, but then the ghost came and killed them. They were into some type of little spiritual stuff themselves, so they tried to call on their ancestors to kill the dead people so they could still live there. But the ancestors from that farmhouse overpowered whatever their Asian ancestors, so boom, they dead too, I guess. So long story short, the Elias was saying people who get killed by the butcher, for some reason their spirits are bound to the land. He doesn't know why, but anybody who's died here, their spirits are still connected to the land. So that's why it's a whole bunch of dead people, you know, running around trying to kill them and stuff, or who they be seeing or whatever. He said that 1 week out of every year they have to kill somebody. You know, the butcher believes that fresh blood keeps the land fertile, and lo and behold, tonight is the first night of that week. Y'all, soon as I heard that, I would have been out. I'm sorry, Flora, I'll come back and get you next Friday, because no way, right? So they tell Elias about Priscilla, like, oh, I know Priscilla, let's roll out. So they go to Priscilla's little area, all the little dead kids, the little dead nurses who be murdering people, everybody all playing Ring Around the Rosie. Now, y'all, I get it. Priscilla is dirty. Kids playing in the country is dirty, but I was so pissed that they had that little black girl looking like that. The dress was dirty. Even the dang scarf around her eyes that they was playing Ring Around the Rosie with was dirty. I'm like, y'all didn't have to do her like that. She came there with her nice, fine little jacket. Y'all could have let her keep her little jacket, because you got her looking like a little slave kid in them woods, and I'm not here for it. Flora was cute. Well, she still is cute, but, you know, dirty kids, sometimes they don't look all cute all the time. So they need to clean her up. Y'all dead. She ain't dead. She don't got to be dirty. Or whatever. So they was about to try to catch Flora, but y'all, out of nowhere, a whole bunch of bow and arrows come out the sky. They heard this weird piggish noise, and out of nowhere, all these bow and arrows come out the sky, and boom, stab Elias, boom, boom, boom. So you have a whole bunch of bow and arrows to the head, to the neck, and to the chest. So he died right in front of their eyes, y'all. So Matt tried to scream. Well, first of all, he was just like, wait, when all the kids ran away. But I'm like, I would have ran up to them. I would have been screaming, Flora, Flora, like, come back, because she alive, right? Couldn't she see them? Like, why didn't Flora recognize her uncle and run back to them or whatever? But it didn't show Flora and Matt. Well, Flora was blindfolded, so maybe Flora didn't see them. But I don't know. I feel like I would have ran up to the kids and grabbed Flora. I mean, somebody just died in front of them, so I guess they all shaken up. But I don't know. I just felt like Matt didn't try hard enough to get the kid back. But, you know, that ain't his baby, so he probably don't have those paternal instincts to just, you know how we are, like. And I don't know if it's just women, period, because I technically haven't birthed kids, but when I see, like, tragedy about to happen, like, I remember it was this one girl was about to fall off this porch, and I just, whoosh, like, grabbed her real quick. You know, like, you just catch kids when they about to blow it. So, I don't know. I was surprised he didn't catch her, but anyway. Boom. So, guess who back at the house when they run in all scared? Cricket. Cricket was like, yeah, y'all ready to do things my way now? So, Cricket see everything ain't going right. So I was down with Cricket too. I was like, I wanted to say, yeah, but you gonna let us slide on that 25,000 or something? Because, man, whatever. So anyway, Cricket back, so he helping. Cricket go out in the woods to talk to the spirit, y'all. He meet Lady Gaga. I gotta stop calling her that. I need to call her her character name, but I don't remember it. Do y'all know it? So Cricket goes into wood to meet Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga shows him the truth of the whole everything. He tells her about how she was an immigrant from England, and when they caught the boat over to America, a whole bunch of crazy stuff happened on the sea. They was dying. People was jumping overboard. The winds was terrible. So they blamed her, said, oh, you up to some witchcraft foolishness. We about to put you in jail and kill you. So they put her in jail. They was about to kill her later. But then she did some type of voodoo magic and got the guard to come close and seduce him. And then she stabbed him in the neck. I guess she got the keys and got out, and she stabbed all of them and killed all of them or whatever. So she was free in the woods in America and was just running around. So whatever spirit mojo she brought back from England, plus whatever spirit was in the woods, made her some super goddess, pig blood lover, killer thing. So now she's like the queen of the forest and evil and stuff. That's what I got out of it, right? So anyway, you know, Matt and Shelby. Oh, y'all. So Cricket was like, oh, my Uber here. I'll be right back. I thought that was kind of cute that they put a little modern in it. But hey, I guess Uber stops at Roanoke. So they freak out like, oh my gosh, where you going? He was like, chill out, I'll get some things and I'll be right back. So he go getting his Uber, y'all. He flirting with the Uber driver, talk about, have you ever heard the term gay for pay? And I don't know why, I just thought that was kind of funny too. Like, number one, Uber, number two, the phrase gay for pay. So I kind of like the fact that they was throwing in like modern stuff, even though this is supposed to be a modern story and they just getting haunted by stuff from the 1700s or back in the day. But I guess this dealing with Cricket today reminded me of the fact that, you know, hey, this is still modern. But whatever, Flora run across the road, y'all. So Cricket get out the car and run across the road looking for Flora or whatever. So that was that. Later on that night, Matt have a dream. He wake up in the middle of the night. He feels something luring him into the forest. He get to the forest, or he get to that little dungeon that Priscilla used to play in, and guess who's there? Lady Gaga, looking less dirty, looking seductive, and just ready. So they have this, what did he say? He said, intimacy that I have never felt before. When he said that, y'all, I knew it was a wrap, because remember, him and his wife supposed to be such kindred spirits that they make each other come alive when you almost dead. So, oh, Gaga got you feeling like this the most intimate you ever felt? I was like, oh man, you about to blow it. You just got accepted back at the beginning of the episode, Matt. Don't be blowing it with this little voodoo witch. And so they all having sex, and Matt said she opened up to him, and without using words, she revealed who she was. So I guess she was just trying to show him, like, hey, I'm not really an evil killer. This is what happened. And this is coming to some of the stuff I was saying earlier about where she came from, And Matt was like, it was so good or whatever. She almost made him want to be a pig eating killer. But then out of nowhere, he heard his wife screaming like, Matt, Matt. So Shelby was in trouble. Shelby woke up. Her husband wasn't there. It was dark. They already know it's killing week at the ranch. So she go outside, and all them guys with pitchforks is coming towards her. So she starts screaming, Matt, Matt. And I was like, okay, I would have screamed Matt, Matt too, but you just gonna stand right there while they headed towards you? I mean, I guess maybe she felt like, hey, I got enough space. Let me see if Matt come before they get closer. But I was like, girl, you standing right there and they looking right at you. But maybe she know they ghosts and you don't know, like, okay, I see this. Are they going to be able to touch me or nah? But I couldn't see why she was standing right there while they was headed towards her or whatever. So a little bit more backstory. Like I said, Lady Gaga was revealing like, hey, Matt, like, calm down. Like, let's be booze or whatever. Like, I'm only a killer for these reasons. And they did another flashback story where Kathy Bates, she was the leader now that she came back, and she was kind of doing things how she wanted to, but her son, they wanted to follow the Lord. Like, y'all, the son was about to tell her, like, I don't know what you do, but you out there with that little witch eating pigs in the woods, I'm sorry, mama, but me and my house, we serve the Lord. So unless you want to serve the Lord with us, we not here for all this little mojo. I was like, oh, little son, I know that's right, because I sure would have shook her and her little voodoo things real quick. And the mama was like, whatever, you little ungrateful. You wasn't saying all that when you was poor, broke, lonely, and hungry. I done been bringing y'all food. We've been eating. We've been chilling. Like, fall back. You gonna do what I say or whatever. So all the people who want to follow the Lord, they kind of left or whatever. So then Kathy Bates was meeting with Lady Gaga, and Kathy Bates was like, oh, they ungrateful. And then Lady Gaga was like, yeah, they need to be punished. So she made some little devilish pig soup. So they all eating the dinner, and they start coughing, and then she just start killing everybody. She butchered them all. So basically everybody dead. So I guess she killed the whole tribe. That's why when everybody coming back, it is a whole tribe. That's why I was like, are they having babies or something? Like, where did all these people come from? But I guess every person that was part of her tribe, she killed them. And so they all still, like, they souls or whatever is on the land. So they still all killing people or whatever. I was like, dang, you just killed everybody. But she told her son, hey, you better do what I say, or I'm gonna kill you this time, but next time I will. So I guess she kept her word, y'all. So So that was it. When Matt ran back to Shelby after having sex with Lady Gaga again, and I kind of felt bad for Lady Gaga, because soon as he heard his wife, not that I be feeling bad for the side chicks, but soon as he heard his wife, he snapped out of his trance and he jumped up and he just left her all there all horny or whatever, or whatever. So I was like, see, y'all get what y'all want a little bit, but hey, when the wife come calling, they be out or whatever. And it was funny, earlier when Cricket had met with Lady Gaga had got on top of Cricket or whatever, and Cricket was talking to her like, oh, I know you like to kill people, but more than you like to kill people, I know you yearn for a man, so how about I give you what you always wanted. Y'all, why I thought Cricket and Lady Gaga was about to have sex, I don't know why that scene would have been tight to me. I was like, come on, Cricket, break out the Cricket. So I don't know why I thought they was about to have sex, but Cricket was like, no. I guess he made a deal like, oh, can you help us get the kid back and you can have sex with Matt again or whatever. So that's why when Lady Gaga called Matt later on that night, she was like, oh, it's time to pay up your debt. Remember Cricket said we could have sex, so come on, let's have sex. So I guess that's how that happened or whatever. But, as soon as he heard his wife, he started running back home or whatever. Lady Gaga was like, no, and like all saying like, oh, what about me? And I don't know why in real life I was just thinking like Cuba Gooding Jr. probably was happy he had to have a sex scene with Lady Gaga, because it was kind of sexy. She didn't look, I don't like that dirt look. I understand they ghost, but that dirt look, I never liked it. Even in real life, when you're supposed to do that makeup and it's supposed to be like that dewy dirt look, I don't like that look. But it was something about the little scene. Like Matt said, it was the most intimate sex he had ever had, but it was something kind of sexy about how Lady Gaga was kind of like walking behind him and all sniffing his back, and then they was all having sex. It was kind of a cool little scene. I guess that's one thing about American Horror Story. Like, they definitely have good sex scenes ever since the first season. Like, remember that little leather man or whatever? So even though I know like everybody is into different type of sex or whatever, but I don't know, for me it just seems like regardless of the type of sex you into, it's something about American Horror sex scenes that are like erotic or intense. They do a really good job at having like way out sex scenes, like how a regular man having sex with a dead goddess in the woods gets sexy, but it was something about it that it was cute to me. Anyway, so I don't know, long story short, all the people running up to Shelby and she was all screaming for Matt, they basically had Flora. And so when Matt and Shelby saw they had Flora, Matt ran up to them, finally snatched Flora, and they ran in the house. So they got Flora back, y'all. And Flora was like, "Are you okay?" Because she was covered in blood. And they were like, "Oh, it's not her blood. Are you okay? Did anybody hurt you?" And she starts saying, "The man, the man." So they look out the window, y'all. They had Cricket, y'all. So remember when he jumped out the Uber to follow Flora earlier? So I guess the butcher and her people captured him. Y'all, she cut his stomach out, hooked his intestines to a clip, and just pull it on out. The intestines is like 25 feet. I guess they call it disemboweling or whatever. So I guess taking out the intestines that you use to do a bowel movement, I guess that's why it's called disembowel or whatever. But y'all, she took his whole intestines out right in front of Matt and Shelby, y'all. Oh my gosh. And Matt was like, "I guess she trying to let us know that we next." So that's how it ended, y'all. And I don't know. I just don't understand why. Okay, I'm kind of confused because I thought once they got the daughter back, they was going to leave. So they got her back. So why don't they leave? But I guess it's killing week. So I guess the deal don't apply during killing week. Because like I said earlier, Shelly tried to say Croatoan and then it worked. Oh, the doctor was like, "Oh, that ain't going to work right now." But I was like, why? Is it because it's daytime, because it's outside, or because it's killing week? They didn't specify that. And now that they got the daughter back, the butcher, that was the deal. So how about you let them hop in their car and roll out? Like, why you standing? Because she was, the butcher was like, "Yeah, it's time," like pointing her hatchet saying, "We need some live blood, it's fertile to make the ground fertile," or something like that. So maybe since it's killing week, the deal is off and she gonna kill them regardless. But hey, you just killed Cricket, use his blood, let them go. So I'm still kind of confused about what's actually happening right now. Like, are they gonna leave or not? Like, I don't understand. So do they got to try to survive killing week and then leave? So that's the part that's confusing, but whatever. That was the episode. Some of it was kind of like blah, but like I said, it was some good parts. Number one, them actually getting Flora in their hands. Number two, the little sex scene was kind of cool. And then we got the little story of how Gaga became this mythical killer or whatever. So, I mean, it was what it was. It was still cool. Like, I'm just still shaky on a few details, like Gaga and the butcher. Like, I don't understand the dynamic. But even the doctor, he was like, "Look, I don't understand everything, but I know bits and pieces, and I'm gonna write a book one day and try to explain it all." But hey, he did now, so I guess not. Maybe Matt and Shelby could they got all his memoirs, or they saw where it's at now, so maybe they could write the book. Oh, but one thing, didn't I say last week, if that was my house, I would keep the house and have some type of deal with the little killers on the land? So boom, that's what Elias did. So that's why that house been vacant ever since. He was like, "I own the property, and ever since I got off, I just kept it." And so that's why nobody been bothered, nobody been dying lately, because this is my land, nobody be trespassing. And then, the butchers just do what they do in the woods or whatever. That's exactly what I would have done. I know it would have been an L, like, "Hey, I got property, I can't sell it, da 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 da." But I'm just saying, like, just in theory or business mind wise, well, I guess you can't say business wise, why? Because a business person wouldn't just take a L on an investment for no reason. But I wouldn't say it's no reason. It's just like, in your heart and soul that this place is haunted. So just to do the world a favor and just keep this land, nobody be on it, and hopefully the world can go on in peace. So I think that's what I would do, and I think that's what Elias did. But I guess he fell on hard times. He missed his annual, you know how you pay house insurance or you pay property taxes once a year. So I guess this year he missed, and that's how they had got the house or whatever. So once he heard that he lost the house and somebody bought it, he came over. He was like, yeah, because people don't survive more than, did he say 6 weeks or something like that? So, you know, that's why he came to help out or whatever. So we got a little bit of backstory. It's still a little bit stuff confusing, like what's about to happen or whatever. But hey, that's how it go, right? So that was it. So that was American Horror Story, you guys. I fell asleep, and then I woke up like at 5 o'clock in the morning and watched the last like 20 minutes. So I missed all my little stuff. I missed Empire last night. I did watch Queen Sugar. It was pretty cool or whatever. But I miss Empire and stuff. So hopefully I get to catch up on that today. They taking us to lunch today here, so I'm kind of excited. I'm actually getting hungry, so I guess we'll see where we go. They like to, I don't know where we're gonna go. I mean, I like to try different stuff, and at the end of the day, if it's free, hey, at least you got food or at least tasted something you never tried before. But I just want to eat something that I know is gonna be good and get on with my day, you know. You guys, I finally got the patty pie. How long has this thing came out? It's almost been a year by now, right? So yesterday I was at Walmart just doing other stuff or whatever. I was just getting some other stuff. I don't even I really don't shop at Walmart or whatever that much, but I'm like, okay, one person not shopping at Walmart is not going to change the fact that they be dicking over their employees and running out all the black-owned businesses in the area. But you know, I just try to do as much due diligence as I can. But I can't remember, it was something that I specifically needed, so I went there yesterday for that. And of course, just like Target, you go in there for one or two things, you end up coming out with a whole basket. So that's what I did. And right when I was headed towards the register, boom, guess what I see? The patty pie. And now she got the peach cobblers now too, so I got both. I bought two for my mom and me, 2 patty pies and 2 peach cobblers. So tonight after twerk class, I'm gonna go over there and we gonna eat some pies and see what it's finally tasted out, how it tastes. I was like, it's a whole year late. So many videos that went viral. It's kind of dumb to do a review on it a whole year later, but so I don't know if I'll do all that. But I finally got these dang pies after all this time, so I'm interested to try those and see what those will be like. So that's pretty much it. It's Thursday. I don't know if I'm gonna hop back on, but I might hop back on tomorrow and try to catch up with you guys. Fridays, I've been liking my little Fridays lately, so even though I don't have no show to review tomorrow that I can think of, I might hop on and say hello. But anyway, you guys, enjoy the rest of your day. This was American Horror Story Season 6, Chapter 4. You know what's up. Give me the thumbs up on this video and go ahead and check me out on Twitter at TammyB_. Alright, see you in the next video. Bye.